I met Grace 20 years ago when I started teaching here at Camosun. It was my very first teaching experience, and Grace was my lab assistant in Psych 110, and she was wonderful, wonderful. She was a wonderful mentor. She showed me the ropes. She taught me the ins and the outs of the college and of the department, and still to this day, she has a huge impact on the labs I teach in Psych 110.
I was a new immigrant to the country, to Victoria, and I've got an opportunity to come here to study. It wasn't even Camosun at the time. It was called Institute of Adult Studies. And I spent 3 semesters here, and I took probably most of the courses that was offered at the time.
Grace is committed to student success. She has a lot of experience. She's been in the department for 45 years. She has a wonderful work ethic. She is an amazing person, and as chair, I know I can count on her.
What took me to psychology was that I got A+ in the course, and so that's probably a reason why I thought, oh, maybe I can do this. So after going to UVic, I started taking more psychology courses, and eventually majoring in it, and got my psychology degree. So that's how I started. And after graduation, I applied for a lab assistant job here in the psychology department, and I got it. And so that started my work here. That's 45 years ago.
Grace has had a huge impact on students with the Psych 110 labs for sure, but also Grace is really concerned with student success. She's kind, and she's patient, and she's a wonderful instructor.
In my studies, eventually I got into the developmental psychology area, and also from work I'm very interested in the experimental psychology area, because we were doing labs, psychology labs, and that was very interesting. My interest actually hasn't changed, but over the years it actually expanded. And there's always something new to learn. Going to a new country, arriving here, you know, I ended up in this place, and yeah, it's sort of like, it's not a quick change. What you can see is I was involved in an acculturation process, and it's kind of a small, gradual acquisition of values, characteristics or norms of the Canadian society. And I think I'm fortunate to be experiencing it while at Camosun. My Camosun experience is my Canadian experience. I can say that because this year I've been here 50 years in Canada, and I spent almost all those times at Camosun.
And you can see her generosity in the fact that she actually started and continues to fund one of our awards, the Excellence in Psychology Award. She started it a few years back, and it's an award that's handed out every year to the top student in psychology.
I find that this is a safe, comfortable environment to work and to learn, and so I'm really fortunate that this place has provided an environment that foster personal growth and personal development in an academic, educational setting. I think this is the best setting that one can find. One of the tasks or the project that I have worked on since I was a lab assistant was to run these psychology labs with hands-on experiences, and I would be really happy or glad to see that we have established a psychology lab, a lab space for students, for experiments, for research, and that would really be beneficial, I think, to not just the department, but to students and to the college as a whole.
Grace was she was involved in the development of the labs back, I don't know how many years ago. And the labs are so great that still professors in Psych 110 use the labs. So yeah, she was wonderful. And that's going to be her legacy. That's going to be her legacy, yeah.
Personally, I'm the person that I am today, a lot due to my experience here at Camosun. And I find that coming to work is just like I said, it's like a second home, you know. I don't mind coming here. It's more than work, I think.
I'd like to say on behalf of myself and the other members of the department and our students, just thank you for the time and your loyalty and dedication to psychology and your hard work. And you've been a wonderful mentor, you've been a wonderful instructor, colleague, and a wonderful friend. And yeah, I'd like to thank her for all of that.
Really thankful I have the opportunities. Because you come to this place, it's a place full of opportunities. I personally experienced it, you know. The person that hired me at first gave me an opportunity. And also, a lot of other times, I received opportunities to expand my learning. Like I was still working when I got my graduate, you know, went back to graduate school, and there's a lot of, you know, support and things like that happening around here. So the opportunities that the college is giving people is huge. I see that if you have a mind to want to learn and you want to go on in some of the fields in your career or something, I believe the college has support for those kind of things. That's how I feel it had happened to me, and there's no reason why it can't happen to other people.